To understand why, we need to look at 3 other very important metrics: the views to like ratio, the views to comment ratio, and the views to subscriber ratio. The average ratios I found online for views to likes were 1 in every 25 views, around 4%. For my video, this number was more like 1 in 10 for the first week, or 10%. The typical comment to view ratio was around 1 comment for every 200 views, or 0.5%. But my video was getting around 2%. And finally, it's typical to get 1 subscriber for every 200 views, or also 0.5%. But this is where our stats went crazy. We were getting around 1 subscriber for every 25 views, or 4%. So what does this mean to you? Obviously, your goal here is to be as far above these average numbers as possible while YouTube pushes out your video. But that's easier said than done. What was it about that video that was so good and interesting to beat all those averages? The answer is surprisingly quite simple: quality. What I mean by that is the quality of the information you're providing, the quality of your production, and the quality of your delivery. If you can nail all 3 of these, then you will destroy all the stats I mentioned above and have a viral video. And just as a note, I'm going to be doing a very similar video to this for my Instagram success, so make sure you're subscribed to see that soon. When we think about creating a video, we want to make sure that we're creating it from the perspective of the viewer. What do they want? What do they like? And what gets them to actually click in on your video? And with that in mind, the thumbnail and title should always come first. The thumbnail and the title are your only chance to get someone to click on your video. And if they suck, then your video will never get seen no matter how good it is. If you want to achieve a higher click-through rate than the average 2 to 10%, then you're going to have to master this. You want your title to tell your audience about what the video will be about with the highest level of intrigue possible. Let's look at the thumbnail that went viral. What do you notice about it? It's extremely simple, right? Most people get excited and try to tell their whole story in their thumbnail. But trust me, less is more. Simplicity and intrigue, that's the goal. It's a good idea to make 2 options and then ask family and friends which they prefer. But you can also come to a website called Thumbs Up TV and upload your thumbnail and title to see exactly how they will appear on YouTube. You can even toggle back and forth between light and dark mode, as you'll want something that will contrast well. One thing to keep in mind about titles and thumbnails is that you're going to need to actually deliver on the promise you're making to the viewer who decides to click on your video. Otherwise, you'll lose your audience and they probably won't come back. And this takes us to our next step, which is writing the script. The script is the soul of your video. And honestly, for the viral video I made, I used some pretty basic writing skills that we all learned in high school. It starts with an outline. We have our intro and each section with the points and resources we want to share. The hardest part of scripting, no doubt, is creating that first 30 to 90 seconds, which is called the hook. This is one of the most important parts because it's where your audience will decide if they want to stay and watch or not, so it better be good. Most channels lose people here, and there's no perfect formula. But studying what my most viral video did, it's clear that the hook does the following. It gets to the point, it tells the audience what they will see in the video, and it does these 2 things while creating a high level of intrigue. The rest of your script needs to deliver on those promises, and you can definitely use tools like ChatGPT here that might be able to help write more informative